Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there. Welcome back.
Welcome back, guys. We want to thank everybody for their support at Patreon. Again, exclusives going up there usually multiple times each week.
Indeed. Yes. We just want to make sure we said a huge thank you to Annette, Cynthia, and Alexandra.
Yes, our newest members over at the growing Patreon family. You know, before we go and talk about Inauguration, which, you know, as we are making this no major explosions, a lot of interesting things for sure. Just want to touch on a couple of things. Like here, did you hear about the asylum seekers in Arizona? Just got caught with 10,000 50 caliber rounds, 20,000 rounds that would be used in an AK-47, 7.62 by 39s. What was going on there? This is a lot of ammo. If I look at this, I would think that they're trying to get this ammo to sleeper cells, perhaps, that are waiting for a signal in the U.S. This is, again, Cochise County, Arizona. We had some great Mexican food in Cochise County, Arizona.
Yeah, it was good stuff there.
Absolutely. You know, wow, this is really interesting, is it not? One of the vehicles was occupied by an asylum seeker from Cuba and a U.S. citizen from Texas. Second vehicle's occupants were not detailed beyond being described as asylum seekers. So this was being led, this investigation by Homeland Security and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives. Very interesting. What's really going on? Now, 47, we could officially say that, seems to be serious in that he is literally talking about renaming the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. And meanwhile, as one of the last things that he did, 46, well, he pardoned the sickle maker, Schiff, Cheney, Miley, and more. Some big pardons. In fact, when you look at these pardons, they go into 46's own family for things that they may have done going all the way back 10 years, all the way back to 2014. How in the world is this a free, civil, and equal society? It's not. Here you have Rand Paul, who very well is probably controlled opposition. If there was ever any doubt as to who bears responsibility for the plague upon the land, whole procedures and everything that has come since, 46's pardon of the sickle maker forever seals the deal. But still, if we mention too many things about this, you never know. Rand Paul could say this. It could be on Twitter, but we can make a video on YouTube, and it still gets taken down to this very day. They're still taking down videos we did 7 years ago. A lot of buzz. A lot of people caught the hand signals here with Eric Trump. A lot of people caught it. It was so blatant and so obvious. And, here you have a post saying, his wife is telling him to stop. Well, I think that's Kelly Conway. But irregardless of whoever it is, they're telling them stop. They are telling them stop. They're like, you're making it too obvious here. Okay, stop. I think what happens is they're told to, let us know you're still on board. You're not, going to double cross us in any way, shape, or form. You have to show who you work for and who you acknowledge as the real power and authority. And yet, hey, okay, you did it. Stop. Oh, okay.
I'm in agreement there. It looks pretty weird.
Okay, so this one says there's two sides, a good side and the bad side to the Illuminati. Boy, you have drank the Kool-Aid. There is no good Illuminati. But then again, hey, it's still the effects of fluoride. When we look and we see how clearly they will make these type of signals, this is just showing, again, their allegiance to the pyramid, the bigger power structure that remains hidden in the shadows. As we know, it's in every aspect of this society, this dark matrix, which is collapsing. As this person says, I'm really quite disappointed. you don't become rich and powerful in this world without being admitted to the club. It's part of the awakening. Keir Starmer. Yeah, as you see, again, this is just, it's an outward expression of your agreement with what is the real power structure. Yep. As far as entertainers, it doesn't matter if it's Hollywood or DC. It doesn't matter if it's London or Rome or the Vatican. It doesn't matter if it's now or if it's 1776. And this is part of it that always kind of gets to me a little bit when people look to the founding fathers as being saints. Most of them owned slaves. They owned slaves. They were the absolute hypocrites of hypocrites when you get down to it. Whether it's Morpheus showing us what's going on in the movies, or Angela Merkel, or, the Pope, who, by the way, Pope John Paul II was a salesman for the very chemical company that supplied this guy to his right, and Himmler and the rest with, that gas for the showers. He worked for he worked for that company. Hello, this should say all you need to know. The system is still in place. The system is still in place, but it is breaking down, as a lot of us won't go along with it anymore, and we're going to call it out for what it is. They just simply, they swing to the left, they swing to the right, and right now they're in the place where they want to give us things that are going to make us happy and make us feel like there's hope with this system. You have hope with this system.
We will finally complete the biometric entry-exit visa tracking system, which we need desperately.
Yeah, but the other part of it is that biometric system is going to be for everybody, not just the people, that are trying to cross over the border illegally. No, it's going to be for everybody. But this is how there was no democracy in the first place. It reminds me of that Star Wars quote. So this is how democracy dies, with roaring cheers. Yeah, and you won't have to wait long to see what the real agenda is for the next 4 years. And yet the speeches, they are meant to pull us in and give us a false hope in a system which really can never give us anything true and just, because it's a system that is completely built for the few, by the few, and wants to keep it that way, as much as they say differently. So yeah, this is another way of giving you the digital ID that will be used on everybody, and also giving you biometrics in other ways that will be used on everybody. But it's a way in which people are cheering it on. A lot of people are really concerned with the fact that he forgot to put his hand over here. A lot of people are bringing that up. But then again, what's in that book? What is really in that book? Well, go deep and delve deep, especially in that Old Testament, and tell me how much love and light is in there. Some are even suggesting that he was holding out for something different to put his hand on. Again, time's going to tell. And meanwhile, I think it was pretty obvious who spoke first. It reminds me of one of those jokes. A rabbi, a priest, and a pastor walk into the room, saddle up to the bar. Who gets served first? Again, I think so many things are being so openly telegraphed. What about this? Wow. I mean, that was a sharp hat, Melania. Can't see your eyes. It kind of made me think of the phrase eyes wide shut, because you can't see your eyes at all. Are they shifting too much? I don't know. I don't know. Some people say this is V for vendetta. Well, I don't know. I guess you could say it's stylish. It sure is kind of angled and sharp.
Yeah, it's certainly placed just perfectly where you can't see your eyes.
Yeah, it was a statement. Melania channeling her best V for vendetta. Yeah, when they released the poster or the picture for the poster for Inauguration, it's a very, very somber looking Trump. He had the face on of like a fighter about to go step in the ring. And I think it is, again, a telegraphing of what is to come. It is in more ways than one. Much more ways than one. And when we see Vivek, a millionaire, 100-fold, and Elon got a billionaire, half a trillionaire, right? He was jumping for joy when they mentioned Mars. That was right there. You can see he's like a little kid. He's jumping for joy. Mars, I get to go home. I'm going to visit family. Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, what was up with Baron? When you look at the eyes and the way that they're moving there, what was up with Baron? What's you guys' take on Baron, who towers over everybody? The comments, people are saying the Nephilim have returned. Yes, he's a giant among giants. And here you have Elon given two fires for Malay. We've cut 900 plus regulations and offered to help Trump and Elon do the same, as Argentina's economy, they say, is booming, and he is the reason for it. Well, he could ask his cousin over in Israel, right? Because literally they have the same name. They really do. Names change. Oh, yes, but some things stay the same, certain bloodlines for one. And do take care of yourself when you get a chance with maybe a good spa day. Yeah, I mean, he should get his teeth brushed, but he's got quite a crew working on the body.
And he's going to just enjoy it, and that's good.
Yeah, absolutely. Look forward to your guys' comments. Please share, what did you see? Are you full of hope in these times, in the system? Do you believe in the system again? Is your faith in the system renewed? Again, again, look to what happened in the last 4 years. And so obviously everybody wants change, because I don't see there's any way you could put a really good spin on the last 4 years under 46. But yet, the plague upon the land happened under 45. And many appointees were made under 45. So what will 47 bring? I don't know, but I do want to share this too. Before we go, I was going to hang on to this. This is just weird. And did they remove some land up in the Arctic? What does Google have a seam over here on Google Earth? Look at this. It's like a seam. It's like they've taken out something from the Arctic there. They're trying to cover something up. Again, when we look at the Earth as a globe, well, it is kind of roundish. It's not this perfectly round yet. And this is not all the land that there is. Although, as you can see, anywhere where you see this, lighter blue, there's street views. Street views. So, again, how many satellites are up in the sky from Elon? There's nowhere pretty much you could go in Europe and, be by yourself. Don't ever walk naked out in your backyard in the middle of the night in Europe, because, Elon's watching. Just saying.
Indeed.
As always, guys, look forward to your comments. Source bless and namaste.
Namaste.